What's going on, bosses? It's your boy Reflextra here with the Crisis 2, and I've done something with this gameplay. I've actually sped it up so it can cater to all of you guys who aren't really familiar with the game, who don't really give a rat's behind about it. I mean, you know, the great thing about COD is that, you know, you can have a gameplay, 6 minutes, do a commentary, it's easy as pie, man, and it'll still be entertaining. But, you know, when you got games like Crisis and Homefront and Battlefield, you know, those games exceed 10 minutes, and that's just a pain to do a commentary over, man, especially to watch. It must be boring, man. So, you know, I've sped up the deaths and the parts where I'm not really doing anything, so it's kind of like a highlight game for you guys. But yeah, I'm just beasting with this K-Volt. This gun shoots electric pellets. It's amazing, man. But anyway, I wanted to share with you guys this experience I had on New Year's Day. So I went to church with my family, and we go every New Year's. And for some reason we got there late. We got there like 5 minutes after 12. So we missed the service, and we literally got to the door and we were just in time to see everybody leave. So what we had to do is literally shake hands with like 150 people. So we're just standing at the door, you know, hi, how you doing? Yeah, happy new year. This year will bring you so much prosperity. It's amazing. Okay, bye. On to the next person. Literally 150 times, man. And it was quite exhausting. So we were there for like 20 minutes. And then we left and we thought, oh, let's go for a New Year's drive, you know. So we went for a drive. We went to this area that you know, I'm familiar with. You know, I know some friends that live there. I've got an ex-girlfriend that lives there, and you know, I'm comfortable in that area basically. So we get to this traffic light, and my mum's driving, and I'm in the passenger seat, and I look to the left, and I can see this guy, and it kind of looks like he's drunk, like he's crazy, like he's possessed. And then I look a bit closer and I can see this girl, and he's dragging this girl, kind of like a rag doll, kind of like somebody he doesn't really care about. And this is a very attractive woman. I mean, I'm a one-woman man, but man, this girl was fine. But anyway, I was infuriated by the sight. I couldn't believe this was happening, especially on New Year's Day, man. So, you know, I get out of the car, and as soon as I open the door, my mum grabs me. You know, mother instinct, protective instinct. She grabs me. She's like, where you going, boy? And I'm just thinking to myself, Mom, there's a damsel in distress. I need to go and save her life before she dies. So I ran out of the car, man. And I was so pumped up. The blood in my body was boiling. The adrenaline was rushing. And I was kind of upset that day as well, because my girlfriend was in Sri Lanka and she promised me that she'd call me on New Year's, you know, at the strike of midnight, and she didn't. So I was kind of upset. And this just gave me, you know, an extra reason to just go out and beat the hell out of somebody. So, you know, I ran up to this guy and I was like, yo, is this guy troubling you, girl? And the girl, she was so fine, man. But she looked at me and she was like, no, he's not. He's my boyfriend. You know, I rate you so much. And I'm thinking to myself, you rate me? And rate, it's like London terminology for respect. So she was saying that she respects me, and I was thinking to myself, okay, you respect me. And her boyfriend looked at me, and he didn't look like I was deserving of any kind of respect. He looked at me like he wanted to kill me, and he just started screaming at me. He literally went on a mad one. He was like, I love this girl, man. And he dragged her up against the wall, and he was like punching the side of the wall. And I thought he was punching her face, because I wasn't that close to them. But he was like punching right beside her. He was punching the sides of the wall. And then he ran into the road. And he was like stomping on the ground. And he was like, I love this girl so much, man. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I thought, dude, if you love this girl, you know, why are you trying to kill her, man? I couldn't believe it, man. And then literally every car that went past, he would scream right into the car window. He would scream, I love this girl, man. And I just thought, man, this is mad, man. This is crazy, you know. And the guy, he kind of looked familiar. He looked like somebody I went to school with. And if my memory serves correct, you know, he was a bit of a punk back in school, man. So I don't know what he's trying to prove now, man. Maybe he was drunk. Maybe he was just mad, you know. But you know, the girl, she was terrified. She was terrified. I mean, for me, you know, I hate to see girls, you know, get attacked. I mean, it's one thing when you see two guys going at it, but when you see a guy who's just, you know, treating a girl like that, I cannot stand that craziness, man. So anyway, the guy literally went on a mad one, running around the streets screaming, and one of the girl's friends came out of this nightclub from across the road, and she literally just took her and walked away. And while this was happening, the guy was still running around screaming in the streets. You know, it's mad. But you know, by this time, my mum's friend got out of his car to basically get me to stop, intervening in this situation. I mean, it wasn't any of my business, to be honest, but I felt like I had to jump in because I'm a superhero, but he took me aside and he was like, don't you ever do that again, man. And I thought to myself, what? Don't ever try to save an innocent girl's life? And he said, no, I mean, it's none of your business, And then he said, imagine if you had a knife. Imagine if he went to stab you, because that's how people get stabbed, man. And the truth of the matter is, once somebody takes out a knife, it has to go somewhere, man. 9 out of 10 times in a fight, when somebody takes out a knife, it's going in somebody's arm, or somebody's leg, or their belly, or chest, it's getting used, man. Unless the spirit of God manifests in somebody, there will be no miracle. Somebody will get stabbed, man. That's just the truth. What are you gonna do in situations like that? You're gonna wait for the police? You're gonna wait for the fire brigade? That's one person potentially dead in that amount of time when you can just intervene. You can make a difference, man. The world doesn't have enough heroes. And recently somebody said to me, why don't you become a police officer, or better yet, become a fireman? And I thought to myself, yeah, that's a respectable occupation, It's a noble thing to do, to become a police officer. But then I thought to myself, I don't like the uniform, man. I mean, they make it look good in Bad Boys 2, man. But police officers in real life, they don't look like that, man. Police officers aren't cool. When you see an officer, you just think, pig or prick. I mean, how often did the police actually help you when you need it, man? But, I got nothing against police officers. I mean, firemen as well, they do their thing, man. But, my costume is the clothes I wear every day. And I'm actually mailing out these Reflextra hotlines. Once you pick it up, you dial 555 and you tell me where the crime is, and I'll be there in a minute. Literally. Because I'm a superhero, guys. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Crysis 2, take care. Peace. Be a hero. Don't forget to, check out for that hotline.